You know, the toughest time in my career was probably the great mortgage crisis from '08, '09, and 2010. Having to deal with not just the emotional situation that most people had, having to sell their homes to avoid foreclosure, short sale negotiations. That was probably the toughest time in my now 30-year career. Well, the biggest thing was having to shift our understanding of what it takes to create a transaction. One, the emotional strain, not just on me, but on the homeowners, was the hardest thing. People, you know, losing their homes, not understanding what was going on in the marketplace, not understanding the ramifications of what a short sale was going to do for them or not do for them, not knowing where they were going to live or how they were going to get into another house someday and how long it was going to take. That part was probably the toughest thing, is dealing with the emotions of not just the sellers, but certainly you know, the people the families around them. It was a very, very difficult time. Yeah, the ways that we found comfort dealing with families that were in that crisis during the mortgage crisis of '08, '09, and 2010 really was just you know, become better listeners, to have some empathy, to have some curiosity, to be able to understand and help guide these folks through what was probably the most difficult thing they were going through in their lives. We really had to slow down. We had to take our time, we had to listen, and then we had to do a lot of hand-holding. You know, we had to make sure and give them comfort that this wasn't going to be the end-all to everything, that there was still going to be hope after this crisis was over. When they lost their home, or we had to sell their home in a short sale, that the opportunity would still exist someday for them to be homeowners again. So, you know, it's interesting. One of the biggest lessons that I learned from that crisis was simply to continue to do the basic things that you do to get business every day. No matter what the market is, up market, down market, somebody needs to buy and somebody needs to sell. So if you continue to do the basics at a very high level and you do them consistently, it doesn't matter what the market is, you're gonna be okay. And that's my word of advice. Do the basics, do them at a high level, and do them consistently. And you'll never see a down market in yourself.